Can you say if vaping is safe?
No, you can't say vaping's safe. Nothing's safe. So vaping won't be safe. The question is not whether is it safe or not. That's an absolute binary judgment. It's how harmful is it? And the answer to that's not very. But what matters is where that level of harm might lie in relation to the alternatives. The alternatives, of course, being not exposed. And in that case, it's always better not to be exposed to something that's potentially harmful. But the other alternative is tobacco smoke. And what needs to be done is a comparison of relative harm. And very often the kinds of studies that hit the headlines in terms of harm from vaping don't have that comparator in there, or the study is not set up in a way to quantify the risk in an equivalent fair way.
So when it comes to the vaping science, because we just had that paper that was retracted by Professor Glantz and so forth. And I mean, that's just one example of what has been a lot of research over the years that we call suspect science. So, I mean, is there an inordinate amount of biased science in vaping?
A fair amount of work has come out to confirm or support the prior hypothesis of the person doing the work. You've mentioned Stan's withdrawn paper on the link between vaping and cardiovascular or heart disease. Stan Glantz and a colleague also published a paper on the link between vaping and chronic lung disease, the findings of which are just incoherent in relation to the lead times and natural history of the diseases involved. Now, those investigators must know that, as should the journals that are publishing it. But if a scientist decides to write the paper and the journal knows that there's going to be media publicity from it, then maybe it finds its way into print a little more easily than something that's a bit less challenging but more reliable.